If you're struggling at, if you want to find a base coverage, base out of cover 4 quarters, you know, a lot of people they see it and they don't know how to handle it. So if you facing an average opponent, he's not gonna know how to, really decipher cover 4 quarters from an actual spot drop cover four. Um, Me personally, I hate. I'm always kind of playing some, even if I'm playing a standard zone, I'm always manning somebody up in it. Like I can't stand spot dropping zones. I don't because because me I like to study actual football principles and as far as zone coverage, I'm a big man coverage lover because I'm a firm believer in my guys. Like you know, I think that my secondary can beat your guy, your receivers one on one. Zone coverage, there's always holes in them to exploit. Just as far as man coverage goes, because if your receiver's fast enough, you can get away from corners and everything. But I don't know, like so you can play a lot of zone, but you can get your Tom Brady, kind of guys who will just dink and dunk you to death. Um, I don't want that. So you can come out and cover 4 quarters to kind of just give your opponent, a lot of people aren't running cover 4 quarters, but I believe that it can become the meta. I really do because think of it. If you can consistently shut down your opponent's run, which people don't really do a lot in this game, the only person I've seen actually really run the ball consistently in Madden is Problem. If you don't know who Problem is, and then I think that you're probably a average. Um, you're not too. You're really not too familiar with the Madden community. I mean, Problem, right, is you know considered one of the best Madden players ever. He has probably is the most accomplished Madden player ever. Um, the dude has literally won hundreds and thousands of dollars playing this game. So, uh, enough of me yip yapping. Let's get into some too high defense. Let's go. Um, so I was going over a couple of formations. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, there's press quarters in 4-3-Y-9 for some reason. Uh, this is the only formation where you will actually get press quarters. Now, obviously, you can just press out of cover 4 quarters, but with the stock press, it actually kind of locks up. So, um, yes, we're going against Tom Brady on all Madden. Let's go check and see if it's on all Madden. If you guys don't believe me, let's see settings. Yeah, all Madden. So yeah. So you guys don't think I'm BSing. All right. Fine. Press quarters. So let's just go against the different all different kinds of passing concepts, and you'll see that against. I mean, now I'm not saying that cover 4 quarters will lock up absolutely everything. Now, um, you know, with every coverage or defense you run, there's a weakness to it. We all know that. But if opponent has to drive the ball consistently downfield, cover four quarters will give them problems. So um, let's see how this pans out. Come up and come back. That was a good read, but he had but as you can see, he had to read, like he had to scan the field. You know what I'm saying? He had to scan the field. And if my pass rush, obviously the New England has a pretty good O line, but let's run this again. See. I love this coverage, man. I really do. You can even use it as safety here. Just make sure know your responsibilities. Okay, I get back. I play the middle. Now I'm coming over here. You see, you can pretty much have the freedom to play robber as if any of you guys don't know what a robber is basically. So in a cover one, hole or rat, as they would say, you get this guy right here. He plays the middle of the field up here, as the robber would be this guy right here that would come down and rob anything over the middle of the field. So yeah, but in a cover four quarters, you want to make sure he doesn't go vertical. So I mean, AJ Boye is going to man him up regardless, but you kind of want to come down here and make sure that you kind of bracket him. You could kind of jump stuff, but you want to be careful because you don't want any crossers like Edelman or Gronkowski or Hogan, coming across, this area down here. So you just want to be careful, but you can use her. I like to use her, here or here, middle linebacker. I will use him. It just depends on. Actually, it really just depends on this. I like to use the side where there are less receivers because that leaves less stress on me. So let's see what happens here. So I found out that using this middle linebacker, so if they keep dumping, down low or stuff like that, then you can actually come use this middle linebacker. Boom. Jalen on that. Jalen is on top of that. Like, they'll have to dink and dunk you or, this isn't going to give him too much, though, man. I'm telling you, man. I love it. I love it. See, that was my read. Other than that, though, coverage is really, really solid. Let's look at this. So being that it was a compressed set, what I should have done was baseline. I should have baseline twice and pressed. Once again, really kind of on me. But I just want to show you the outside. Like, I want to show you how this plays. So almost every time he's going to get, he's giving him inside leverage. He's so at the snap of the ball, he's pushing him inside and staying kind of on top of it because he knows he has inside help with the free safety. So a lot of the times with this defense, uh, you will get the attention is on the slot receiver because the outside. And just be careful who you play press quarters with. Obviously, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we all know that Jalen Ramsey is unbelievable. He's pretty much the modern day Champ Bailey lockdown, shutdown corner. And yes, I said it, lockdown. I compared him to Champ Bailey. I did. Jalen Ramsey is, so you know, is my favorite player, and you know, I just like his style. You know, he brings a lot of attitude to the game, and you know, now on the other side, AJ Boye, he knocks off Hogan inside, but Jalen over here, he pushes him outside. Um, I really love this coverage though, man, because if so, if you play man coverage, right, you will get a whole different animation. So with playing press quarters, you always Jalen will wait. He will wait until Dorsett gets in his route and get an animation to push him inside or out. Right? You will get a totally different uh, animation in man coverage. If this was man coverage, I think Jalen Ramsey would probably be closer, and if not closer, when Dorsett gets in his route, 9 times out of 10, uh, Dorsett they get a lot of and when you play man coverage, especially press, a lot of the times your corner, no matter how high your press rate, will get beat off the line. Off the line, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It is so frustrating to the point where like EA needs to fix the stock standard man coverage. Like seriously, um, the most OP man coverage in Madden history was Madden 13 because what will happen in Madden 13 when you would press, when you would play, when not press, when not press, when you would play 2 men under, um, they would get this stock animation in 2 men under where Dorsett will come off, and you would get this animation right here, but it it was crazy because if Dorsett was to run a slant, Ramsey would turn with him at the drop of a dime, and it was almost as if they would know exactly their routes. Um, the cool part about it is that if you play 2 men under now, uh, they get beat a lot. So if you got really good man coverage on this side, best believe that on this side, he's this corner over here will get torched, no matter their rating or anything. But um, you get really nice little press and reroute animations when you play quarters, press quarters. I like it. I really do.